Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good boy. As we noted last time, the anniversary festival is going on, so Gnarlo is celebrating the fact we're not going to lose Easily Lost. We're going to go back to Easily Lost, of course, but during the time that the anniversary festival is going on, we are going to keep our title we've been awarded, the Baker's Dozen, celebrating the 13 years that Gnarlo has been playing EverQuest here now. Wow, he's a teenager now. Oh Lord, next thing you know, he's going to be asking for the car keys. I hope y'all are all having a good one. It has been a little while. Hasn't been quite as busy and long a week as my last one was, but it was a long week there. So we're going to jump in here and get started again and see if we can get a regular LOTRO episode going. When we last left off, we were talking to Arsel here, and he was inviting us to dinner, actually. That's what it was. We're about to take late supper, and we'd be honored if you would join us. Since Eothane and I are in disagreement on the subject of orcs, I will afford him the opportunity to speak his side, and I would like for you to be there to help us decide what we should do. That is what we shall do. We are going to talk to him. Let's go ahead. Let us eat, Gnarlo. This is a solo quest and cannot be completed with a fellowship. Let's go ahead and travel.
Thane Arsel and Eothane have gathered in the mead hall of Oldburg to state their cases and weigh the options that will afford the most benefit to Oldburg.
Indeed they have. Get on past all the dining, celebrating Rohirrim here. And the guy here, that if he's not a burglar trainer or burglar quest guy, I don't know who is. Oh, I guess, am I supposed to sit over here? Is that where this seat's been taken? Alright, can we talk to Arsel?
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
I am pleased that you could join us, Gnarlo. We are about to decide how we should proceed with our newfound orc problem. Since you have encountered both of these orc tribes, I wanted you present for the conversation. Gnarlo, thank you for joining us here for dinner. Eothane and I need to resolve our disagreement on the issue of the orcs, and we were hoping that you could mediate and help us decide the best course of action. I will allow Eothane an opportunity to speak first. Please state your side, cousin of Eomer. First, let me say, while we may have our disagreements, I appreciate you allowing me this time. Of course, Eothane, I know we have not always seen eye to eye, but I respect your opinions when it comes to matters of strategy. Very well, I have seen the treachery and destruction the White Hand is capable of. We are vulnerable here in Oldburg, and if we do not defeat them soon, the number may grow beyond our reckoning. I agree. However, this group of White Hand orcs might very well be all that remains of a larger group, posing very little threat. The other orc tribe troubles me because we know nothing about them. Their number may be great enough to overpower us all. I am not suggesting that we simply ignore them, but we should focus upon the White Hand. I have seen firsthand what they are capable of. If you value Ardburg and its inhabitants, you will do the right thing. How dare you question my dedication to Ardburg and its people? The reason that we are discussing this is due to my dedication. I want to do the right thing for our grand city and protect the people at the same time. I can see that we are not going to agree upon a course of action. You are right. We are not going to. I believe that I've had enough of this bitter food. I believe the dinner is over. Well, as Ron Burgundy would say, that escalated quickly. And honestly, didn't get very much done, did it? Let's talk to Arsel. As Eothane makes his long, slow way out of the hall. Arsel?
Our mission is dire.
That was not exactly a very productive dinner here. I am afraid that nothing was settled. We each presented our cases, but both of these groups pose a potentially great threat. We need to see that they are both dealt with swiftly. Really? That required an instance? Okay. I think that we have discussed this quite enough for one night, Gnarlo. I don't know why I was invited. I didn't get to say a freaking word. Alright. Aldberg convened. What did I do? Run all the way over here and try to stop Aethan? Maybe I had to go visit the outhouse. Perhaps that was it. Yes, I know I jump across the table every time, but hobbit's feet taste good. Just go ask the orcs and all over there in the PvP grounds, you know? Hobbit feet taste good.
There are so many things that need to be done.
I must admit Aethane provided a strong case for going after the White Hand orcs, but I cannot in good conscience approve a course of action that leaves Aldberg defenseless. I will leave it in your hands, Gnarlo. If you decide that these new orcs pose a greater threat, then come and speak with me again. If you decide to help Aethane against the White Hand, I will hold no ill will against you. Okay. I will see to it that Aldberg is once again restored to its former glory. So we've got dire threat and the once and future Kingslayer.
There are so many things that need to be done.
Gnarlo, I must confess I'm glad you agree with me. I know that Aethane. Okay, so that's that one. Once and future Kingslayer.
There are so many things that need to be done.
I would normally not concern myself with rumors, but this one weighs heavily upon my mind. There's tale of a monstrous boar wandering the woods. I cannot help but think of the boar of Everholt, which defeated Folka King all those years ago. I do not have the time to chase rumors, but I would appreciate it if you could look into this for me. Such a beast would be a dangerous thing. Let us hope that these are simply rumors. I would definitely take that one. The other one
There's
here.
no shortage of things that need doing in the Eastfold.
Dire threat. Says, I must confess I'm glad you agree with me. So if we take dire threat, does the one from Aethane close up? We'll have to look into that. In the meantime, we are going to go after the once and future Kingslayer. So find the trail of the rumored boar. And I'm thinking left for Dread and Forging Ahead or two that we'll be able to do as well. Let's take a look at them and see what their situations are. While Aldberg loads back in here. Having a nice cup of coffee-flavored coffee this morning. As my 3D printer prints away in the background. I am going to do a special little episode of that later today. And show y'all what I've been working on with my printer. I got it a while back. I actually got it about 2 months ago. Assembled it about 3 weeks ago. Because I was once again just so damn busy. And I have been churning away with it ever since. You know, I anticipate, I would guess that most people consider the first roll of filament. You buy the PLA filament, you know, to fill it up with and that you print with. I imagine most people treat it like I do. The first roll of filament there is the practice roll, where you get your settings down, learn how to level the bed, and play around with figuring out what you want to print. So, got some stuff to show y'all. Let's see, what does it say? The boar was last rumored to be in the wooded hills to the east of Aldberg. Alright, so we need to go into the wooded hills. Hello, nurse! We need to go into the wooded hills to the east of Aldberg. Okay. Well, that's east. And it looks like this is the way up to perhaps where Aethane is. Yes, Aethane is up this way also. Let's go and talk to him. And see if he says, you know,
We stand in silence while the storm of Isengard grows stronger.
So you get it either way. I must confess, either way you're going to Fold Farm, aren't you? Alright, so we'll come back and we'll decide which one we're siding with in this particular mission. And I swear, I'm not following you, lady. This isn't GTA. Oh, I wish I had a recording of that at the time. My brother Dwayne and I, we followed a woman on the beach. She was one of the lifeguards. She walked on the beach. We literally spent almost 2 hours following her around town just to see where she was going to go. See if she had a house she went to. Did she go into a store? There were so many things that, you know, until eventually she finally, took 2 hours. Quest available. The giant boar. Well, that's what we're after. While following the rumor of a monstrous boar, you are certain to encounter many boars of an unusual size. They are no more than a nuisance and should be easily defeated. Alright, defeat boars. We can do that. And I'm not going after Failjaw. That requires like a raid, yeah. Not going after them. Alright, so we are looking for boars. He is in the wooded hills east of the town. So this is where we were rumored to have seen it. Eastfold boar. Do you count? Yep. So it looks like giant boars. We have to defeat 4 of these. So let's go ahead and let's fight this one like a burglar for a change. Good Lord, we haven't been able to fight like a burglar for a while, have we? Find his weaknesses. Let's distract him. And then, let me guess, we don't have a weapon equipped. No, we don't. We do. We have 2 weapons equipped. Oh, we don't have a primary. That's what. Alright, which one? Burglars Club Second Age? That's the one we want. Alright. Now, is that a little better? That's a little better, I think. Let's whack him in the butt. We're gonna take him down. Let me take you down, 'cause I'm doing this quest here in Nordberg Field. Thank you! You didn't know you were going to get a free song this time, did you? Nope. You thought that only happened when G-Bub was going. Oh, it's 6 I've got to defeat. Alrighty, well, we can do that. Wonder if Failjaw counts as one of the 6. Oh, that's a hound. That's a hound! We're not after hounds, we're after boars. And that's another hound. What was I chatting about? Oh yeah, the fact that I am been doing some 3D printing. It's been a lot of fun, awful lot of fun. I've punted a few things for my Zombicide game, and I printed a few mechs for BattleTech. I used to be a big old BattleTech player back in the day, and did not realize it still had such a thriving community out there. There's still an awful lot of people who are playing BattleTech. And there's a new set of, I won't say a new set of rules, but a set of rules that weren't available back in my day, that were called called Alpha Strike. Basically, it's a very streamlined version. No, I don't need to go after any bears. Not looking for bears. It's a very streamlined version of BattleTech, where you don't have, for instance, if you got an Atlas and let's say your chest armor and you've got, what, 35 or 40 pieces of armor on your chest there. You have to color in all those little bubbles one by one as you take damage. Well, in the Alpha Strike, you don't do that anymore. In Alpha Strike, it's now, you've got like armor sections, and they do probabilities of whether you breach the armor. It's like, okay, you've got a hit, and you've got like a 20% chance, roll the dice, you got a 20% chance of doing armor damage, a 20% chance of doing, actual structural crit damage type thing. And so you proceed that way. And it looks like a lot of fun. So yeah, I've been printing some mechs. Printed a big old Atlas. And that was one of the ones where I said, you have to play around with the printer, because I had a couple failures. One, I printed on its back and it looked okay. But because of issues, it ended up having all the supports printed, so many supports on its back that it was almost impossible to break all the supports off. So it's got a whole bunch whole bunch of scum on its back that I'm not able to gonna have to sand down, and I just didn't like the way it printed either. So that was a failure. And then another one, you know, you're always trying to dial in your machine. And in this particular one, so you're always following advice. It's like, oh, look at this guy and check what settings he uses. This is what he recommends. So I tried his settings. And sure enough, it stuck to the bed fine. But because he set his speed of printing down so low, the little print head, you know, this plastic melts at close to, it's 200 degrees Celsius, is what you said, or 205. And because of that, you've got this nozzle that's sitting there that's 205 degrees Celsius, you know, close to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And he was recommending, well, set it there, and for fine detail work that you want to do, set it for only traveling 20 millimeters a second. You know, less than an inch a second. I'm like, okay, we'll try that. So we tried it. And the little thing came out as a little stunty. The atlas was as wide as an atlas was supposed to be, and as deep as an atlas was supposed to be, but it was only half as tall as an atlas was supposed to be. And looking up what the hey, comes out that having a 400 degree nozzle hovering above your print surface for 20 seconds instead of the usual 40 to 50 melts the layers underneath it, not just the one you're printing. So it ended up compressing everything down, and the thing ended up being only half as tall. I will definitely show you all that one. It was interesting, to say the least. But we're killing off our number 6 boar here. And there we go. Quest ready to advance. The giant boar. You hunted many boars while following the trail of one monstrous boar, and the East Fold is better for it. Indeed it is. Alright, and our war steed got another trait point. Whoa. Oh, laughed bear. That's gonna go. Oh my god, what the heck is that? Bunch of raspberries. Now, that's one of those wonderful things of just where, you know, am I going to have to turn on the quest tracker to know exactly where in this area? Am I going to find anything that says you have, you know, found tracks or something? Or am I going to have to turn on the quest tracker to find this? Because we've traveled a good deal to the east here, and without seeing anything that said, you know, you found tracks or you've done this, or... So I'm thinking I may have to do that now. I'm going to do that just to give us a general impression. Warband. Yeah, we're not doing warbands. Not going to do no warbands. Oops, so let's not wander into the warband there. That is it, isn't it? Oh, that scared me. Yep, the scion of the great boar. Yep, that's the warband, so we are going to pass on by that. Boy, that Huorn scared me. I forgot there were Huorns in these parts. I was not ready for that thing to jump up and start walking there. We can still kill boars because we still have the deed to accomplish. And I am not finding any trails. I'm not finding any tracks. I'm wondering if we wandered too far. I'm wondering if it was to the north or to the south. So I'm going to pause here. We're going to turn on the quest tracker. Against my wishes. Okay, we have returned. And the map, good God, what is that showing? I just want to see the once and future King's Lair. That's the warband. What is this? Why is that showing that? Is it showing up as the Kingslayer? That's forging ahead. That's the Warband. That's Aldberg. Why is Once and Future Kingslayer not showing up on here? That's forging ahead again. Just collect the White Hand swords. There is the Warband. Let's see if we can get past it right quick. Yep. I can see why you need a... Certainly see why you need a fellowship to do that one, too. Alright, let's head back toward Aldberg. See if the Warband... I mean... Left for Dread. See, they're popping in as I come across. Which is find the missing sword. Alright, let's go back to Aldberg. See if the Once and Future Kingslayer quest arrives. I really do not like having to do these this way with the whole... Alright, turn on the quest tracker thing so that you'll know what general area to go in. Quest actions available. What quest actions are available? Yeah, we know about both warbands, so let's go on past them. I would clear them out, but they'll just pop up again as soon as the warband gets close to me. Okay, see both of them. As soon as we got back in warband range again, they would just reappear. Did I see a little building over this way? I thought I saw some lit windows through the woods. I seen something else. No, I guess I was seeing the... I guess I was just seeing the thing there. Alright, let's take a look at that interface again. I thought we had it set up. Alright, here's Quest Guide. Enable Quest Guide, we did. Show the quest guide on the map, which we did. Did we not? Alright, forging ahead. There's the forging ahead areas. We don't looking for those. There's the left for dread area. And there's we're showing once and future. That is not east. That is not in the wooded hills east of here. That is around to the north. What the heck, people? Just what the heck? Alright, let's cut back to the city. Let's cut back through Aldberg here, and let's get back toward the north gate. And so you weren't expected to go east. You were expected to go north, out the north gate. Is that right? Yeah, there's Aethane again. Yeah, we'll be back to talk to you, Aethane, or Alric, one or the other. Who knows? One of you, because apparently it doesn't make a difference which one we go to. We're going to the same farm either way. When I bring Glenorin through here, Glenorin will... In fact, I'll see about getting him caught up. He's a little ways behind. I'll see about getting him caught up so that I can try both of them, you know? There's a West Eminent Scout. Is that the trail? Found the trail of the rumored boar. Which is now... Okay, so... What? Where? Really? I was supposed to head north to go into the hills to the east. Seriously. You are joking. Let's pull that up and make sure we read that again. The trail continues east into the woods. That is the Gnarlo sigh of frustration. See? I would never have found it. I would never have thought to go north to go into to find a trail of a creature that was in the hills to the east. Oi. And this one I'll lay on Turbine. I'll lay this one on Turbine. Turbine, you got some splaining to do. That was just ridiculous. The trail of the rumor board leads up the hill to the south. All right, this is up the hill to the south, so I probably need to go north again. Let's do something really wild and unexpected. Let's actually head in a kind of southerly direction and see if that will take us to where it is that we're supposed to be looking for. Anything at all. Any part of the trail. Well, it's flashing, so we should be close to something. We found the lost sword. So let's go ahead and grab it. Can we get the lost sword? See what it says. Can we click on it? The sword is a family heirloom from Teothic's family. Indeed it is. And we will read what he said. Gnarlo, my sword was recently damaged in battle and is in need of repair. The White Hand uses a very strong steel for its weapons. If you should collect some of their weapons, we might be able to smelt enough good steel from their blades that we could use it to repair my sword and others. Will you do this for me? White Hand orcs were seen near the mountains to the northwest of Aldberg. Really? This is northwest, is it? Over here on the northeast. This is northwest. That's what you're telling me. This is northwest. Uh-huh. Well, I see another reason why you have to use the quest tracker now, because not only are their things vague, they give you the wrong directions. Calm down. Calm down. Let's just chill. Let's relax. And let's have another drink of our coffee here, okay? All right. Okay. Good coffee. Whew. All right. We headed southwards. We should anywhere be a thingy. Don't know, but there is Felljaw again. He doesn't seem to have all of his things circling around him this time. I know Felljaw is not the big mother that we're supposed to be tracking down. I'm not finding this trail. So, I'm not going to make y'all continue to watch this. I will... Oh, Lordy, frustration. I know I shouldn't. I should be just accepting it, that's the way it is. Y'all saw that where it said the sword was in the mountain, you could find those. Well, actually, yes, I guess it's correct, because when we pulled that one up, it did show that you could find it in numerous places, didn't it? So I'll have to chill out on that one. I'll have to chill out on that one. So it did show multiple areas on the map where apparently you could find this sword, so... we will give that one a pass. But this one is not a pass. This one where you have to head north out of town to find the trail that takes you southeast into the mountains is no. That one, no. That one's wrong. Thank you. Alright, I'm going to keep looking around for the next location. And I'll probably rejoin y'all in the next episode. Because it's been about 30 minutes here, so I will see y'all then.